Levi with InterNACHI Marketing here again. Today I thought we would quickly just solve kind of a generic logo design. It doesn't belong to anyone, neither do the other designs, so I just went with the word shelter as it relates to home, and it just gives me a starting point. So here's what we're going to fix with this logo over here. First thing we're going to fix is this logo uses overused imagery with unnecessary added elements, which make the logo really busy and distracting. There's just a whole lot going on in the top, and the smaller it gets, the harder it gets to read, and there's just like a lot of stuff up there which can distract from the company name. Another thing we're going to fix is that there are poor font choices. Home inspection becomes incredibly hard to read in that particular font when you scale it down, so you need a better font for your home inspection. And also there are some issues with the kerning here. Kerning is the distance between letters. It's always off in every font because when you're designing a font, you can't accurately space a single letter with every single other letter consistently. So there are always issues here. But this one reads, due to the kerning, as she ulter. There's a bigger gap here, and these are a little bit too close together. So it just looks off, especially when the logo is small. A more elaborate house is not going to fix this logo. The goal of a logo is to get people to read your name as quickly as possible. That is what you design a logo for, because I need your name to hire you. This logo also uses too many colors. There are a whole bunch of colors used for unnecessary reasons. The colors are too saturated. Too saturated means that if a color is an RGB color, it's for screen only, but it won't translate well or accurately to print, so you have to fit something into CMYK in order for the logo to print correctly. With this specific logo, part of the reason you can't add commercial inspections is that it has home inspection. Another reason is that there's a big home. If I think you're just trying to transition and then this is your first shot at a commercial inspection, I'm probably not going to hire you. So you don't want to use, if you want to transition into commercial inspections, you don't want to start with a house image because that immediately communicates to people that that's what you're focused on. So if you want to be able to pivot, you should keep your logo a bit more open. So here are some solutions, and here's how I solve them down on the bottom. We'll go over here to this one. This font has some similarities with the font above, but it's just spaced better. The image is soothing. I have never seen a logo with an umbrella on the top of it. It ties into the theme well, and it's easy to read when the logo gets small. The colors are a little bit better. They're a little bit more muted. This has kind of a gray, cloudy sky color, and that contrasts well with the orange. Another way you could solve this logo is with a S letter form. This is kind of almost abstract, which makes it a little bit more interesting. But it also ties into the S for shelter, which repeats, the image has a direct connection to the company name, which helps people to remember your company name. If you wanted to pivot into commercial inspections, you could just use the umbrella image and drop home off. And so now what you have is kind of a commercial, more modern looking logo that can't be translated as specific to just home inspections. So this would be a design that would be easier to pivot into or add services later on without boxing you in, if that is something that you want. Another option for something like this is that you could take the word shelter and just make this whole word arc over home inspections. So the word itself starts to take on the characteristics and communicate the idea of like a shelter all by itself. So these are just some quick solutions to this logo above that would be more successful as a brand. And if you're curious about what these pages look like when I'm setting up logos, here's kind of all of the other options. Actually, you know what I came up with? I'll throw this in here. If you wanted to solve the above logo, here's a better solution that is just a word mark logo. It uses similar fonts that read better, the colors are more muted, and it's just a quick solution that is more successful than the above option that still maintains some of the character of the above option. So anyway, just wanted to walk through all of that. If you need to get a hold of us, you can get a hold of us or contact us or ask questions at marketing.nachi.org, and thanks for your time.